We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, doing a best of 3 Aetherdrift draft. We got Bright Glass Gearhulk as our mythic. 4 mana, 4/4 first strike trample, and enter, search your library for up to 2 artifact, creature, and or enchantment cards, mana value 1, reveal them, put them in your hand. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't even know a lot of 1 mana, I mean, you get creatures, so yeah, I mean, it's going to be amazing. Even if it didn't have that ability, 4 mana, 4/4 first strike trample would be really good. I've heard green's really good in this format. Haven't really gotten to play it. I feel like it's always getting cut, so might run into that again. I think the Cloudspire Captain is pretty legit good. A 2/3 body is totally decent. You know, saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles higher than it should, and then is a Lord effect for those. Those are very prominently played, and at their this is actually the right color for it. If we wield Cloudspire Captain, that'd be quite a gift, or Collision Course, which is highly playable. Artifact Destruction at worst. Yeah, good cards in there. Obviously, we're going to take the Mythic. Be happy about it. All right, Roadside Assistance. So this puts in a pilot, and then it gives +1/+1 and lifelink. Not bad. Not great, not terrible, to be honest. Ooze Patrol, 4 mana, 2/2, mill 2. That's only okay. This Hazard of the Dunes is pretty good. I do like this one. It's got reach. I think that's kind of a big part of why I like it. Doesn't feel great pick 2. But there is Momentum Breaker, which is some removal, and Grim Bauble. But you know, I haven't played green. This is a 4 drop, but it's a good card. I've been pretty impressed with it. It's good common. Otherwise, there's stock up. Like I said, if I'm gonna commit, Bright Glass Gearhulk pick 1 doesn't really allow you to jump around and play a bunch of different colors. So I do legitimately think these uncommons are probably worse than Hazard of the Dunes. Roadside Assistance is only, I mean, at the end of the day, it is an aura. So let's just take Hazard and take another 4-drop. We'll just play the 4-drop deck. I think it's okay. Galleon Strike, I think, is actually a totally fine card for a more mid-rangey format. Otherwise, there's Surveyors. I like the white one more because it's a 2-drop. And first strike on your turn is nice. I could see taking the Galleon Strike here, though. Give it a try. It's got cycling at worst, so deal with a fatty or cycle. I think that's pretty good. I don't have a problem with it. I think we can give it a try. It deals with big vehicles occasionally, only if they activate it, but yeah, I'll take it over the Surveyors. I think it's worthy of trying. Usually I don't like this effect, but I'm going to give it a try. I think the cycling is what makes this good. You don't need it? Ditch it. All right. Unswerving Sloth, just continue taking a bunch of fatties. But I think I like that. Wait, what's Fang Guardian do? 4 mana, 4/2 flash. You can buff a creature or vehicle. It's not bad, actually. Combat trick that's also attached to a creature. I could see taking the Fang Guardian over the Sloth, actually. And Scouter's 2-drop, but it feels like a whatever card, so... Or we could take Sarcophagus as like a cheap creature, but no, I'm okay. I guess loading up on 4-drops. I don't know. Flood the Engine, some removal. Siphon Fuel, some removal. Broken Wings is actually, I could see taking Broken Wings here. This is a highly playable card in the format, mostly because it blows up an artifact. So we'll take it. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Ooh, Veteran Beast Rider. Well, here's a reason to be in green-white. Yeah, great card in general. 3 mana, 3/4. Excellent body for that. And then it untaps your stuff. Great. And then awesome mana sink. Quick Welder's pretty good, although, well, we do have an artifact, but it doesn't actually make it any cheaper because it doesn't have any generic mana in its cost. But, yep, we'll take Veteran Beast Rider. Be happy about it. I guess there's a Scrap Compactor, which is some removal in here. But, no, I feel good about Beast Rider. We're definitely going down the path here. Well, I was pretty impressed with Alacrian Armory last time. I mean, at worst, buffs all your dudes and gives them vigilance. And then at best, just automatically mounts your mounts. I mean, this is the right color scheme for it, too. I think we'll take it. It just will allow us to play more. I mean, it is another 4-drop. I guess I only have 2 so far. But I'm going to take it over Collision Course, which I do actually like. And Leonin Surveyor, which would be good. But we'll try it out. We'll try out the Armory. See if we can get the resources we need to make it work. This has double strike. That's kind of cool. Could take the glider. It's a decent card with the armory. It's a 1-drop. It's a mount. Probably just take the Blossoming Sands. It's a free card for the deck. What I'm giving up for it, I feel like doesn't really matter that much. I don't really care about any of these cards. This is kind of interesting because it's an equipment as well as a vehicle. That might be the only one in the set, and it's uncommon. I'm still going to take the fixing. It's just nice to get some free fixing for the deck. Like here, I could actually take Night Market too and feel pretty good. Chrome Max. Well, it's kind of cool actually. You know, we could actually play this. It costs 2 cards, but lets you ramp. This is pretty good for a deck that's going to be running a bunch of fatties. We need some card advantage to make it work, but that, I mean, this is a mythic. It's an old card. There's a reason you don't see it that much anymore. We did get Collision Course back. I'm actually happy about that. Highly playable card in general. Right now, it's not looking great for us besides blowing up artifacts, but that's okay. We'll take it. So yeah, Chrome Mox really only is going to be good if we can get some good support for it. So I can take Interface Ace here over Ooze Patrol and Roadside Assistance. I think I'm okay with that. It's a good blocker that also just crews and mounts everything. And untaps too, so it's a good card. Buy some time. We already have some incentive to, all right, take the Surveyor, feel good about it over the vehicle. Yep, over the Cycle vehicle, I'm fine with that. Take the Scouter, probably don't need it, but we'll leave it in there for now. All right, well, we're getting everything, so that's good. Looks like we're in the right colors. Let's see what the Monument does. Any number of target players, each mill 2. Each mill cards, wow, that's insane. That could win some games. This has to do with artifacts. We don't want that. Multinder probably want a card that fixes and ramps. It's a little bit slow going, but it's a 1-drop, so totally fine. We'll take it. Feel pretty good about it. I think you can count Chrome Mox. I'm trying to think if you can count Chrome Mox as a land, and I'm pretty sure you can. Why wouldn't you be able to count this as a land? So I think that's fine. Could take another Multinder. I'm okay with it. Gears us up for getting more fatties. Oh, this card's good. So 5 mana, you get a 2/2 plus a 3/3. I actually like that. Another Roadside Assistance. I might just take another Multinder. Just opens us up for more splashes. We'll see if it's any good. I think it is probably good, but we'll find out. So now we have like a bunch of ramp, a bunch of fixing. That's kind of cool. It's a decent exhaust effect with a bunch of ramp too. Unfortunately, Chrome Mox doesn't fix really well. This is cool because it gets a bunch of, this is some decent card advantage. Could take another Broken Wings. It's pretty hard removal in this format, I feel comfortable saying. The question is, do I want to splash this? Then you may have the base power and toughness. See, the problem is we're not going to have a boatload of creatures, or at least certainly not yet. So I could just take another Broken Wings and get some more green removal. Could try out the Rise from the Wreck. We do have, I mean, this is the right color for it. We'll give it a try. It can be good card advantage. Air Response Unit, decent. Probably just taking this Catcher down, though. It's a great card. It's got Cycle, and it's a great win con. So I'm going to take it over Collision Course and all this other nonsense. And just, we have all the ramps, so we can play a bunch of 6-drops, especially ones that cycle. That's nice. Yeah, I like Chrome Mox in this deck. I really do. I think it's good. We'll see. Has to be a non-artifact card. I mean, a non-land, but non-artifact. We don't even have that many, do we? Oh, we have 6 artifacts? Well, that's not great. Guess that's an artifact. Okay, well, we'll see. I think we'll be able to play it because I don't really want to play Quick Welder. Another Hazard of the Dunes, totally fine. Could take a Night Market, but let's just take out stuff I don't want to play now, like I don't really want to play the Scouter. I just think it's kind of a whatever vehicle. I don't really want to play the Quick Welder, although a 2/4 body is fine and occasionally makes stuff cheaper, but we don't really want to play a ton of artifacts, I think, if we want... I mean, Chrome Mox will still be fine. And jumping... If we play these on turn 3, that's pretty brutal. Turn 3, 4/4 trample reach with extra upside later in game is still going to be good. So we can take the Assailants, another 4-drop. I think Vanguard is actually... This is a great mana sink. Really fantastic card to sink your mana into, especially when you're running Chrome Mox. So this is just what the doctor ordered. Otherwise, Night Market I feel like is always good, even though it's tap land. Totally fine. This has just got to be the pick, though. It keeps us busy early and great late. Just what the doctor ordered. Ride's End, great pickup here. Nothing else worthy of consideration. Totally playable removal, especially given that we're a slower deck. Just going to buy us time early and get us to our late game, where hopefully Rise from the Wreck does something. The problem is we really don't have any mounts, so probably not going to need Rise from the Wreck unless we get some serious mounts going here. Mounts or vehicles or whatever. Still think the armory is fine. It's going to be a lot less good without mounts and vehicles, though, so we'll see if we stick with that. Another Blossoming Sands. I think so. Yeah, we don't need a Light Wheel enhancement, so we'll take Sands. It's just free fixing. Life gain's good. Makes more hands keepable. When you're running a bunch of... When you're running a ramp deck, I feel like ramp decks are really the most susceptible to getting punished by mulligans because they're just so dependent on getting your ramp early and then your payoffs in the mid game. Rambler seems fine, or I could take another Surveyor. I mean, it's an artifact. 2 bodies and 1 is good. I think we'll just take another Surveyor. Just keeps us busy on turn 3. We have so many good, like, we're really getting there on 4, 5, 6 drops, all that. So could take an Interface Ace, another early blocker. I could take some evasion with Ether Jacket. That's also removal. You know, I like Ether Jacket. I've been kind of underwhelmed by it, but Interface Ace currently really isn't doing anything in here. So I guess I'll take Ether Jacket, or I could take Scrap Compactor, but just in case I don't end up with enough removal. I'll take Bestow Greatness. Really doubt we need it. We'll see. Another Scouter. I'll just cut white. We'll pass a Hull Drifter, which is actually a great card, but we obviously don't need it. This is insane. There's absolutely no reason this card should be going last. It's a 4/5 reach for 5, and then it's got a free Rummage effect. Like, I don't think... Like, we could splash for it, but I'm just really doubtful we're going to need splash for anything here. Last strike gets -X minus... Oh, so this is the new... yeah. Sorry, the card's... name is escaping me, but it's just a vehicle version of that card. Probably looking at another Vanguard, just a mana sink. I'd feel more comfortable playing 17 lands Chrome Mox with double Vanguard in the deck, because then if we get flooded, at least we're still keeping busy. Maybe we'll get the Compactor back. Otherwise, Mustang is, I guess, fine on the wheel. But there's nothing we need here, so yeah, we'll take a Vanguard and be perfectly content with that. Don't need Tune Up. Autarch Mammoth. This card is incredible. Great card. Huge reward for our deck too, because we've already got the Armory now. Just auto saddle this bad boy. Great card. I mean, it already enters and does its job, so it's just a fantastic 6-drop. Happy we have these Molt Tenders in the Chrome Mox now. I really think that's going to be a big payoff. So we're only 2 cards away from a deck. And there's nothing in here that necessarily needs to get cut. I'm a little closer to being okay with cutting Interface Ace, just because I don't think we're going to need it. We'll see, though. Radiant Lotus. Well, not going to need that. Don't need Ooze Patrol. Raceway is kind of cool, giving haste and everything. It's free, but probably just take the Jaguar. I mean, I'm pretty happy just getting some fatties that are pretty good. The Saddles for 1 also pays off the Armory. It's got Vigilance. I don't really want to do the Ooze Patrol. Yeah. Looks good. 1 card away from a deck here. And we ended up with some removal too. We have the Collision Course, we've got the Broken Wings, we have take another Broken Wings, I think that's fine. Whir of Invention. Oh, that's a cool card. Don't need it, but all right, we'll take another Broken Wings. Lightning Strike in here too. Wow. Not going to splash it, not going to take Tranquil Cove. Yep, we'll try out our Broken Wings for days here and see what we think. Air Response Unit is totally fine, but I feel good about the Scurry Foot. Keeps us busy early and then spitting stuff out. I mean, I'd be okay with Air Response Unit too. But, yeah, it's got flying. It's a vehicle. It's an uncommon. I'll try out the Scurry Foot. I like the two bodies in one thing. I think it makes just good board clutter. Good mana sink. Yeah, now I feel pretty comfortable playing. I feel pretty comfortable playing 17 lands with Chrome Mox and ooh, Pothole Mole. This one's a nice one too for us, I feel like. Otherwise, Night Market would be free for the deck. Make even more hands keepable. But we don't want, I guess we don't want too many tap lands. Yeah. Pothole Mole's pretty sweet though. And it, you know, it synergizes really well with Molt Tinders too, so I think we'll do it. We'll do the Mole. That just makes sense to me. It's a body that can block and helps our double Molt Tinder, so our ramp plan gets better. Probably off the Ether Jacket plan now, though. I'll take a look. I think our late game looks great. We can get off Interface Ace now. It's actually not a bad card at all for us, but I just don't think we need it. Don't need the Assailant. I'll take another Mole. Yeah. I don't think we're at great risk of milling ourselves out. I don't think. But probably cut the Jacket. Could cut the Armory. Basically, Armory is good with the Mammoth. I mean, it gives everything, like I said, haste and ramp and all that. Or not haste, but vigilance and ramp and all that. What does this thing do? Oh, okay. Insight. 2 mana. Whenever one or more artifact and or creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. When it enters, mill 4 cards. Okay, it's a pretty cool card. Yeah, I think I'll actually take it. I mean, it works well with the Tenders too. We're at risk of milling ourselves out though, aren't we? Well, we'll see about that. Pit Automaton. Only to activate abilities. It's a 0/4. When you next activate an exhaust ability, it isn't a mana ability, copy it. Well, I don't think we need any of this. I'll take the Compactor just in case I need some more removal. I just don't think I'm going to play that anyway. I don't think we're playing the Mustang. Wreck Remover. Maybe out of sideboard. This could be useful against the graveyard heavy decks. Launcher's probably fine. I'm just going to take the rare. I'm just not going to play either of those, and I don't care. All right. So, I like the deck. We only got 1 rare / mythic. Is that right? I think it's okay, regardless. We have to make 4 cuts because I am going to play 17 lands. And we should probably only cut 2 creatures. And I might even want to be cautious with that. I think I will get off the Rise from the Wreck plan because we just have like 0 vehicles and 3 mounts is fine, but I think we can just get off Rise from the Wreck, although it is kind of good with Pothole Mole. And I guess with the Dredger's Insight too. Insight's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good with Molt Tinder. But that's the only way to get, in our deck, to get artifacts and our creature cards out of our graveyard. It's probably true. This is costing 2 a lot. This can cycle. Oh, we have Molt Tinders we can find with this too. And we can get Scurry Foot. And we can get Compactor. Or I can get Chrome Mox. Well, getting Chrome Mox when you've already cast Gearhulk, probably not necessary. But that's, I mean, it thins it out of your deck. That's actually, I'm surprised how many things we can find with it. I should have been more mindful with that during draft. There was probably some things I missed. So I do have to make 3 cuts, and I can cut creatures. So let's just cut the Mustang. It's not that it's bad. It's fine. But whatever. I might cut the Armory. Yeah, I don't think we need the Armory. It's cool. but we're really not a vehicle heavy deck or a mount heavy deck, so I just don't think it's necessary. And I guess we have Beast Rider to untap our dudes anyway, so no need. Could cut the Insight. It's really not bad though. But I don't want to mill myself out. Double Pothole Mole plus Insight is a lot of my deck. And we don't have a lot of ways to pull out of our graveyard. We basically have the Molt Tenders work with it. Because it exiles. And the Pothole Mole pulls something out of your graveyard too. But that's really it. So yeah, probably don't need the Insight. Is there anything that's significantly weaker? I don't think so. Unless I want to cut a creature still. But remember, you have to keep in mind, 2 of our creatures are Molt Tenders. So I think, yeah, well, let's just cut the Insight and be okay with it. Overall, looks like a fun deck. Removal is a little bit suboptimal, but it's fine. I mean, Rides In, Compactor, Collision Course, Galleon Strike, Double Broken Wings. That's not bad. Fatties look pretty good. A lot of beef in here. Yeah, this looks fun. We'll give it a try. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Okay, we got a great hand here. We're going to keep, and Chrome Mox is going to be useful, I'm pretty sure. Like, we'll probably end up getting rid of Collision Course unless I absolutely need it. And getting rid of Collision Course is going to let me do a turn 3 4/4 that finds a bunch of cards in my deck. I mean, that's incredibly good. So I guess we'll jam the Molt Tender first. That makes more sense to me. Wait, does this let me do it turn 2? No, because this doesn't ramp right away. It doesn't matter. There's no urgency to play the Chrome Mox. There might be something better to ditch anyway. All right. Surveyor, nice. So, yeah, we'll... Because this exiles, it's not discard. If it did, it would be pretty sweet synergy with the Molt Tender. I think we'll probably end up ditching the... It has to be a white card to be able to cast the Hulk. That's not true, actually. But it also gets us... Chrome Mox gets us quicker to Ketrodon. So really, it's Surveyor versus Collision Course. And maybe it's the Surveyor, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's fine. Turn 3, Gear Hulk, finding a bunch of sweet stuff. Sounds pretty good to me. All right. Well, Ride's End would have been decent. Oh, we found our other 1-drop. It's okay. Gear Hulk's still going to be really good. So, yeah, we can do turn 3 Gear Hulk now. I mean, yeah, you just do that, obviously. There it is. So we can do Chrome Mox and ditch our other Molt Tender, and then we can play Scurryfoot? That's pretty sweet. And then we're already up to, I guess, only 4 mana until I mill again. But yeah, it seems good. Sure. All right. Now we're at, I guess, 5 mana. So can exhaust whenever. We're gonna mill. We're gonna get in for a boatload of damage. So the play at 5 mana, we can exhaust plus cast the compactor. So I guess the play is just get in here. We'll exhaust. And then play compactor. And And then we can mill again, and then we have guaranteed Ketradon next turn. Sure. Now we can even ramp. I'll probably still mill, because why not? But yeah, we get a Ketradon next turn. Big fat fatty. Seems good to me. Are they gonna, if they use a spin out on an elephant, we're looking pretty slick. Let's see. I want to be able to guaranteed cast Ketradon next turn, so I'll let him get max speed. That's fine. Even as a combat trick or whatever. Yeah, they're using spin out on a 3/3. We're looking just fine to me. This Ketradon is going to be amazing. So we'll mill still. I'm all right with that. All right, we have the Jaguar, but let's just jam. You just jam the Ketradon here. And we still get in with the 2/2 because we can't really comfortably block the sarcophagus anyway. So, yeah. One card left, so we can pretty comfortably use Collision Course now. So they can't even, yeah, they can't even like, how much mana do I have though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. They can't even block the Ketradon anyway because we have Scrap Compactor on board. Wow, that's pretty ridiculous. So let's just get in with Ketradon. They're in a, I feel like in a tough spot here. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, we're playing Surveyor, so I miss out on a start the engine value, but we don't really have a lot of max speed in this deck anyway, so it's pretty irrelevant. Largely irrelevant. I don't know if I need to mill myself anymore. I've already got double ramp out of Malt Tender, so kind of unnecessary at this point. Disciple, totally irrelevant here. We're just absolutely annihilating our opponent now. First strike, lifelink, indestructible. Okay. Got it. No need to mill. Can I kill him? Yeah, wait. 6, 9, 11. Yeah. So just do that. Get in. And it's Xaxes. All right. See you for the next one. Oh, sorry. It's best of 3. Never mind. Well, I mean, I feel good about the matchup. Their removal is perfectly fine against us. Certainly good. Spin out deals with our fatties, collision course, all that. But I'm not super blown away by their creatures. So I think we're looking fine. Sideboard plan would maybe do Rise from the Wreck if they have like a boatload of removal. But we really don't have that many mounts and vehicles. The problem. This Gearhook was incredible. The fact that we have, you know, 5 things to find from it is certainly helpful. Chrome Mox played great there, I thought. Let us advance way more rapidly than we should have. This is great. I'm loving this. Let's run it back. Well, 1 lander on the draw, probably not safe enough for us to keep here. This one is a keep, though, and we can probably ditch... let's see, do we have double green or double white? I can't remember now. Oh, yeah, we have both. I guess we have more double green, so I'll ditch a white mana here and keep the rest. That way we can at least blow up an artifact for 2. Oh, you know what? I'll play it. Not a bad draw. If it's not going to be a land, I'd rather that than like a 6-drop right now. I mean, I can blow that up. I don't mind blowing it up because I don't really... I think it's okay. I don't love blowing it up, but the fact that I've got Broken Wings and Scrap Compactor just kind of makes me want to do it. Make use of my mana now. Kind of prevent some damage until we can draw fatties. Uh-oh. Well, we lose our Broken Wings. Maybe Broken Wings isn't even that good in the matchup. I could see maybe running some creatures over it, especially given that they have Gestalt Raider. Could see that. All right. Draw there. Chromox off the top now would not be so hot, so gotta be mindful of that. Say I want to like resurrect it, or oh, all right, I'll accept that. Okay. Well, I don't want him to get max speed, so might as well get rid of it. Especially if they can get haste going. So we just got to draw some beef now. Hopefully. All right. So we do have some lousy draws we could get too, but I mean the mulligan kind of hurt us, certainly. Uh-oh. Oh, well, timely draw. Is it a menace or anything? No. Okay. Ooh. Not so good of a draw. And that Raceway can give haste, I believe. Uh-oh. I mean, we've got good draws here. We got plenty of live draws. Gear Hulk is obviously good. Oof. No, it could be worse. Well, I guess it doesn't get worse than dying, so I'm wrong. But yeah, honestly, we should be very, very good in this matchup. So if we don't get it, we wasn't meant to be. We have everything we need to win this. I could ditch the Broken Wings. Basically, Broken Wings does deal with some of their stuff, but not enough where I really care. I mean, it deals with the Assailant, I guess, but I have Reach. And then, so we could probably do better with just more creatures, I'm guessing. Wreck Remover actually is decent against them. Because I guess because they at least have the Carrying Cruiser, but they can get something back with that anyway. I mean, it also gains life. I'm fine with it. It also cycles. Life gain, can deal with their stuff. Do I want the interface Ace? I guess it can block some early threats, but yeah. Just don't really need it. Quick Welder doesn't really make anything cheaper. Could do the Mustang, I guess. Just all the 4-drops. Or I could do Ether Jacket. No, let's just do the Mustang, I guess. I think with all the ramp, that should be helpful. But like I said, this is a favorable matchup. If we can't win this, then wasn't meant to be. Yeah, great hand. Look at that. We got curving out hard. Potential turn 3 hazard. We get a turn 2. they snap Mult as soon as they see a Mult Tender. All right, we'll see for round 2. Okay, round 2, we'll play first. And I don't love this, but we're going to keep it. Main reason being Scrap Compactor can help us survive early till we find a green mana. Beast Rider and Vanguard are great. And Collision Course can deal with artifacts, so yeah, even without the green mana, I think this is a keep. Plus, I guess we have like Chrome Mox in here. So that'd let me do a turn 2 Beast Rider if I ripped it here. Basri, huh? Kind of a bit of a suboptimal card there, but that's okay. Is my opponent just going to exert? I guess if they do, I'm still okay compacting it. Cost them... Yeah, it's fine. They can have a lifelinker. They don't even want to do it, so I'm fine with that too. Green mana would certainly be good here. We don't get it though. Not the end of the world. They post-combated that. They did the classic Alex Stephenson mistake. Of these two, what do I care about more? I guess killing Basri because they can get value off of it, so we'll just kill it. Because we're still just a green mana away from slamming the Hazard of the Dunes at this point. All right, well, that's good. Oh, they missed their land drop. Well, that's useful. I don't want to cycle this, but here we go. It's one of our best threats. Okay. Could be worse, I guess. I can Rides in that if I don't rip green. If I do rip green, I still slam Hazard of the Dunes. Okay. Guess I'd rather kill the Walking Sarcophagus now, but we'll slam Hazard of the Dunes here. So next turn, Pothole Mole still lets me potentially play a Vanguard if I rip a green mana or any mana. I can at least rip a Ride's End or maybe do Collision Course. Not bad. And they need removal here, so that's a good spot to be. But, I mean, they got a grip full of cards too, so... Unfortunately, they did have the removal, and they're max speed now, but not the end of the world. We still can deal with this. Oh, look at that. Look at that synergy they got there. Real sick. So kill the Sarcophagus, and so I think we're going to go for the Pothole Mole. Hopefully final land. Missing there is absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal miss. Super brutal miss. We were banking hard on a land there. Super, super hard banking on a land. Beginning of your end step. Well, at least I can still rides in, I guess. I can rides in their Beast Rider if they attack with it. Ah, whatever. So collision course can kill Surveyor. We probably have to do that. Oh, it's just number. No, it's not even twice the number. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, this is a little more tough. I guess, okay. Malt Tinder. Gosh, being a land short here is really brutal. Okay. Play Malt Tinder, kill Surveyor, double block Sarcophagus is the plan I got, but they can still buff, so that's not going to work. So I need to be able to rides in. So I guess the best play is Vanguard, and we're going to do the double block there, and then rides in. All right, this will work because it still lets us double block if they rip a land and, you know, attack with everything or whatever and pump. So it's actually okay. Yeah, so now they could attack with everything. We can double block the Sarcophagus. They can pump. We'll kill the Beast Rider with the rides end. And not be great, but yeah, that's pretty brutal. Okay, so change of plans. We kill the Surveyor. Basically, we kill Surveyor, and then we rides in the Sarcophagus. Oh, wait. It's exile? Oh, no. I could have killed the Beast Rider. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Well, life gain here is good, I guess. So I can kill their... Yeah, that's the play we got. So we go... Man, I really have hurt myself badly here, though. All right. So kill the Disciple. And then we'll play a Malt Tinder. And basically they need nothing for us to do anything. It's a tough spot to be in. Yeah, Ridezin's a good card. I need to, you know, read my cards. All right. So I can do Scurryfoot and Exhaust, so that'll work. They need to saddle 4. So they can search the library for mount or vehicle, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. If one or more +1/+1 counters be put on a creature or vehicle you control, it may +1/+1 or put on it instead. Okay. Not the worst. Still very good since they search for whatever, but could be worse. We're going to mill with Malt Tinder too. Valor's Flagship. We have a lot of answers to that, not in hand, but in our deck, so I guess that's okay. They're going to have an Indestructible Sloth here, which is obviously not good. Yep, we'll block with the Scurryfoot. And then we'll spit out a 3/3. And we'll mill a card. Oh, wait, do we even need to? Oh, no. We don't need to mill. Never mind. Sure. Oh, Gearhulk, nice. So let's do that. And we still have Malt Tinder for another 2-drop, which we don't have. So we'll just do this. We only have 1 left, but we'll take it and play it. It's going to be chump blocker for next turn, I guess. I mean, we have outs for Sloth, I think. I'm not immediately able to think of what those are, but we do, I'm pretty sure. So we use Molt Tinder to cast Molt Tinder, I guess. I don't really think it matters, but... They have the mana for flagship if they use one more. And then I guess we will die to flagship. Unless I find an answer. Oh, well. Can't cast it immediately. That's good. Gosh, it's amazing how much that miss on the pothole mole affected our performance here. If I keep the Molt Tinder alive, I can actually play the Beast Rider and use its ability. I don't know how relevant that is, though. Like I could just block the mole here and keep my Molt Tinders for that reason, especially since it untaps. Yeah, I think that might actually be more valuable to us. So, like, for example, now I use Molt Tinders, because at the end of my turn, I'm going to be untapping them anyway. And we have all the things we need. Play this. Plus, if I play a Surveyor or a Mole, I can play Mole, get a land, play it, and then my Molt Tinders could still leave up Beast Rider mana. It's kind of irrelevant, but we're going to go for it here. It's assuming I hit a land, which I did. So then we play land and pass, and then we untap our Molt Tinders. And yeah, we have Beast Rider mana, so that's good. Sloth is definitely an issue, though. Allowing him to untap is pretty harsh. I don't know what removal we have left, too, is the problem. Got Broken Wings, does not deal with it. I've got Gallant Strike, or did I already use that? Maybe I did. No, I've got Gallant Strike in here. All right. Well, I need a Broken Wings for that, too. I need a lot of things to go right here. And that is not it. So we'll play the Blossoming Sands and pass. There's not an actual permanent I could find with Vanguard, so we're just going to leave our mana open and pretend we have something. Guess I could have played the Surveyor, but I want to pretend like I have something in my hand here. I still feel like we can take this match. I mean, obviously we got beat up here, but I don't really think... I don't know. It feels like we should be able to take this. I've got high value cards. He has high value cards, so we're kind of on an even front. I mean, really, like I said, the most brutal was Pothole Mole not getting me anything, plus cycling this and not getting anything. So we had a pretty significant miss there with that. If he activates and attacks, then we're dead. See if he does it. I'm sure he does. I don't know why he wouldn't. We don't have any reach, so that's not going to do anything. But at least our Broken Wings is super useful here still, and Collision Course is going to be good. So I guess I just need to hold out longer, hopefully. So we go to game 2 and see what we can do here. Like I said, the Broken Wings are still useful. Compactor's very useful. Galleon Strike's very useful. Collision Course is great. Ride's End is great. Yeah, we have all the removal we need. Could do Ether Jacket too. At least deals with the flagship, but oh, it deals with Detention Chariot too. Yeah, all right. That's enough. You know what? That's enough for me. We'll bring in the jacket and cut a Surveyor probably, because Surveyor's whatever anyway. Okay. Yeah, looks good. We'll run it back. Play first. Gonna have to be good enough. Gonna be real mindful. Save that Ride's End until you absolutely need it. Hoping to not ditch a Ketradon, but gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. All right, good rip there. And then we get to go. So now we probably don't have to ditch the Ketradon, hopefully. All right, I probably can offer the trade. I'm fine if they want to trade. We don't need the Vanguard. I don't want to anyway, so we'll do the Pothole Mole. Missed again, and we got rid of like all of our good stuff. What a bummer. All right, no biggie. Missed again, huh? Jeez. All right, well, hopefully we hit a land here. If we don't, we're kind of in trouble. All right, got the land that time. And then we get to do Mold Tender too, so that's nice. We have a bunch of cards in the graveyard, so have 5 mana. We're 1 from this Mammoth, which is going to be huge. Hugely huge. We have Ride's End, which is good. Sure. Take it. Got Indestructible. That's fine. So now we can do Mammoth here. I think we just slam it. It doesn't matter. That's good. Pass. Hopefully we can get in with that soon. Guess if I played the Reach, well, could have played the Reach thing, but no, getting in with Mammoth seems pretty dang important in my opinion. Yeah, that's fine. They get a free attack though with the Disciple. But we still get to slam a Ketradon too. It's pretty nice. Okay. I mean, they really don't have that great a block, so let's just saddle up this dude. And we'll get in there for this. Get another elephant. They probably block with, well, if I have to trade with a Beast Rider, I'm pretty good actually, so this is fine. Can't imagine. Yeah, if they want to, I mean, yeah, this is totally fine. I think their best block has got to be like Beast Rider plus Disciple, and then we'll just kill the Beast Rider. And I'm fine making that trade because then our elephants do something too. So yeah, we kill Beast Rider, which is not how they have it. Auto allocate damage. Thanks for whoever told me to flip that off. Kill that little baddie. We already got 2 elephants out of it, and then we play a Ketradon, and we can block their flyers, and we're gaining life. Looks good. And we have Vanguard to find more stuff. We have removal looking pretty decent now. Can attack pretty comfortably here. So they might have an answer for Ketradon. They don't. We do have Ride's End. So that's good. I can just deal with Hazard of the Dunes. And I think we will. And the reason is because they're a ways away from there. Yeah, this is... And then we can just bash. I mean, they can get max speed, but that's pretty irrelevant, I would say. My other option is to just jam Vanguard. I don't need to be the aggressor. I have Rides in, so yeah, you know what? I'm actually on board with just playing a Vanguard ability, seeing what we get. Doing a Multinder, great. Goes in hand, play Multinder, and pass. Yeah. And Gear Hulk right now can at least deck thin out like Chrome Mox or whatever. And actually getting, yeah, we get Compactor off of that too. That's going to be amazing. Really, really good. No problem. Crew is, oh, it's only 1 on that. That's pretty good. Their max speed is pretty irrelevant, I feel like. So now we have 7, 8, 9 mana. So yeah, wow, we can even do Gear Hulk plus still do Vanguard, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. All right. Just gearing up here. Get a permanent. Gonna outvalue our opponent. Compactor versus Beast Rider. They're both really good. I'm gonna do the Compactor, I feel like. Although now, I guess I was supposed to do... That sucks. I should have done this first. Yeah, that's a bummer. Because now I can't get the Compactor. Oh, I really dropped the ball on that. I could have gotten... That was a mistake. Been making a lot of mistakes here already. I don't love that. Especially in this match, because this is an important game 2 here. So now I just get a Chrome Mox, which is essentially deck thinning. So I could have had the thing in my hand, which would have been huge. The, what's his face? The, I forget his name, but you know what I'm talking about. I could have had him. The Beast Rider. So now I'm going to have to dig for him. All right. Sloth we have an answer to. Totally irrelevant. Not a big deal at all. So we've got 16 cards left. Okay. Just going to keep doing this for a while. I guess that's pretty irrelevant. We're just going to pass. So now I got to dig until I find my Beast Finder again, but it's okay. They have 7 mana, so they may have their, you know, big flashy artifact, but that doesn't matter. We have the answer for it, and we have the answer for this Unnerving Sloth as well. Can't protect that, so I guess they got us. Because they actually had 7, so even if I'd killed something in response, they still would have had it, but this is still okay. The problem is the flyers now. Yeah, that actually sucks. Dang. Only 1 reach creature, huh? Yeah, man, I've really put myself in a terrible position, haven't I? Just made it so difficult on myself, needlessly. Do Do I really want to take 6 damage? No, not really. But I'm going to take it. Thought I maybe had another reach guy in here, but just double broken wings, huh? All right. Yeah, more lands. All right. So, do I have to ride Zen? I guess I do. Bummer. Huh. So this costs 7, and I have basically 9, 10 mana right now, so 7 plus Ride's End. Okay. Guess that's what I got. So I only need 9 mana for that, so I can play the Blossoming Sand. Well, I'm going to do the untap land so I don't have to use my Malt Tinder, so I guess we'll play this. Jeez. Really, really unhappy with myself. Like, don't I have another one, or did I already... Maybe I already got rid of them both? No, I have another Hazardous Dunes in here. So that means it's in the cards I haven't seen yet. And I've already dug 9 or 12. Like, I really, really should have been doing better here. I'm bummed how bad I'm doing. Like, I've let him maximize Collision Course, and I'm let him maximize all this nonsense to get in with some little dinky flyers, and I've got reach creatures in here. Got removal. I've got card engine. I've got fatties. How do I have everything and I'm not doing anything? I have a feeling he's just going to slam his 7-drop that I can't deal with. But I have to kill his flyers at this point. I have 9 mana, so I guess I could... Yeah. All right. Just drop the 7-drop and expedite my depression. The 7-drop that I have all sorts of deck answers for that are all on the bottom of my library. All right. That's actually, I mean, at least it's not a flyer. I can deal with that. Obviously, I'm not thrilled about it, but I can deal with it. All right. There we go. And I should be playing a land every turn for our Beast Rider or whatever. Yeah. Totally. I mean, I can still get there, but if my opponent just draws lands, I could get there. Gosh. I can still get there. That's the part that's crazy. But, jeez. Losing a dinky Flyers is painful. That is painful. Just drawn. I've gotten like 5 extra cards off my opponent. Just made this game so much harder on myself than it needed to be. So I'm close to Broken Wings now and Collision Course, so I guess that's good. Let's get the Jaguar down. And then I can play the Surveyor too. That's good. No lifelink, however. 9 cards left. Okay. So how far is that Beast Rider? I need to do it twice, and then I'll draw it the next turn. Oh, I can get Aether Jacket too, huh? Okay. Well, that's cool. Because then Aether Jacket can hold their stuff up too, or at least trade with a Disciple. Which buys me the time I may need to get my Beast Rider online and be able to attack them for 1 billion somehow. Yeah. I don't like that. All right. I do have the answer for it. Okay. So basically I use Vanguard once. I can't do it again. So I can rip Broken Wings. All right. Two unknowns left in the deck. That probably lands. All right. So yeah, we just use it once, and then we get Broken Wings. Well, although I could, let's see, I can use it. If I use it, no, then no, we don't want to do that. So use it once, I lose, I get a land. Next turn I draw Broken Wings to kill their flyer. Okay. That's fine. Or blow up their equipment, whatever it is. They should just cycle it at this point because we're at 6 life. Geez, maybe I should have brought that enchantment in. I didn't think the life gain was going to be so good here. I mean, the problem is we die next turn regardless now. So Broken Wings isn't good enough. What can I do about that? Nothing. I can't do anything about it. I don't think. I mean, I can use this a bunch of times, basically. I don't think this is good enough, though. Because how many cards do I have left? So I know my whole deck. Like, I do it again, I'd have to take Beast Thing. And then on my turn, I do it on my upkeep. And I lose Broken Wings. But then I draw Collision Course. So I can blow up their artifact, but then I still die. Okay. I think this is fine, actually. Yeah, this actually works. Keeps me alive, at least. So the play is land. We do Vanguard. We have to get the jacket. Put the Beast Rider there. Do the jacket. Pass the turn. Make sure I play the land. I've got not so many cards left in my deck. I can't really use Vanguard too many more times here. I need my opponent to just rip lands. That first and foremost, my opponent's got to rip lands here, or this isn't happening. I feel like I've been on the back foot this whole match, and I really don't understand why it's been so hard. We have almost the same exact deck. Like, this is just crazy. Who are they giving indestructible to? That? So, all right. That means I'll have to trade with the 1/1 instead. There's just like no way I can win this. It's so crazy. They just keep ripping stuff that I can't deal with. Like, I can Broken Wings that. That's obviously not what I want to do. I have to kill the flagship. So I have to use Broken Wings on the flagship. I have to trade my Ether Jacket with a 1/1. And then I still have to find a way to deal with their 2/2s, which I don't have an answer to. I need them to attack with like everything and somehow still be able to smash back and deal 26 damage, which I also don't have. I don't even have the 5 mana to use Vanguard again here. There's no way I can upkeep. I can stop on upkeep. Gosh, they ripped the Beast Rider too? Just stop drawing, dude. Just draw lands, please. I'm begging you. Draw some lands. Quit beating me up with dinky little flyers. This is embarrassing. I hope I stop on upkeep. Good. So I need to like use this. No cards to choose. Can I look at my deck? These are going to the bottom. So I'm drawing Beast Rider. So then I have to do it again. So if I do it like this, there's just no way. There's just no way. I can only draw so many things. So we get the Beast Rider. Draw this. Not enough reach. All right, in the interest of time, I'm gonna concede because I don't have any reach, and I need to make sure I can finish the third match. That was a bummer. Really painful loss. All right, we'll see you for round 3. Okay, we'll play first. It's a keep. Hand needs some help, but hopefully we can find that help. Might have to cycle Ketradon. If that's the worst thing I have to do this game, then I'm okay. All right. Now I don't necessarily have to yet. That's a weird one. All right. Hmm. You're gonna blow up my compactor? No. So if they activate an attack, I think I'll just take it. And then I can Broken Wings or leave Surveyor back, possibly cycle this. We'll see. Maybe I'd rather cycle the Ketrodon, I'm not sure. I'm surprised they didn't attack there. We're definitely cycling if I don't rip land. Yeah, we're going to cycle. I think we'll cycle the Galleon Strike. All right, rip land there. So I could cycle again, but starting to get to that difficult choice we need to make here where what's more important to us? Cycling to get the land now or holding out long enough to get our Ketrodon online? Because Ketrodon has got to be one of the best creatures we could possibly play against our opponent, I imagine. But Artark Mammoth is pretty nuts too, so. Okay. Now I probably, unfortunately, need to cycle. Well, yeah, well, actually, maybe we don't. Especially if they don't make a play here, then I probably don't. All right. Because now, yeah, now I can play Beast Rider, which is good. Especially since untapping Surveyor here is just absolutely brutal. Actually, if it would untap, is that how it works? Well, all right, we're expediting stall out, so that's good. All right. That's fine. Broken Wings looking a wee bit less sexy at the moment, but that's okay. Missed the land there. I still really don't want to ditch Ketrodon, so I think we're just going to hang out and chill, leave up Beast Rider. I would assume the late game is better for us than our opponent. We're going to find that out, though. I don't know why I didn't realize stun counter is if it would become untapped. In all these years of, because we've had stun counters at least a year or two now, how have I not noticed that you can't untap a creature with? That's crazy. Well, I think we're in decent shape. Yeah, we've got the Beast Rider too. Sure. 2 cards left in hand. I could use Broken Wings. Really no incentive other than being mana starved at the moment. They don't have an attack. They have to pay 2 life and sack an artifact and a creature and cast it. Okay, that's not that brutal. I'd say we're in pretty good shape right now. Got the land, so now we're 1 from playing our big dudes. We're just going to leave up Beast Rider and yeah, looks good. Hopefully it looks good. We'll find out. 2 cards left in their hand. Guess Broken Wings can blow up Indomitable too. Alright, we're gonna no attacks, pass. Sure. We have the rides in for that. I probably will just exile it now. Just to make use of my mana. Because they can make it unblockable, so I don't see why not. Yeah. Just exile it. Not an artifact, is it? No. Just a serpent. Just use my 5 mana efficiently. Seems good. Protects my life total for if they wanted to pay 6 and make it unblockable. They only paid 4 mana for that? I feel like... Yeah, with 3 artifacts out, I guess that makes sense. So once we kill that, then hopefully rip a land. And I think we play the Mammoth first because it's much more brutal. Yeah. Jam Mammoth, and then pass. And then attacking with Mammoth with both Compactor and Broken Wings is quite a good place to be. So we're going to pass. And with Beast Rider mana up as well. We just need to outlast our opponent now. All right. So we're going to saddle up, partner. Going to saddle this dude. Got 6 mana, so good spot to be in. We've got Broken Wings plus Compactor. We're going to be spitting out another elephant. We have Beast Rider as well. So I feel like they don't have great blocks here. Especially if their plan is maybe to just double block with Mangler and Rocket. Granted, we'll have to use some removal, but I am fine with that. We can use 2 Broken Wings. I'd rather have the Compactor at this point. And maybe they block with everything, in which case we kill all their dudes. I'm left with a bunch of Elephants and a Beast Rider. Also a good spot to be. If they're just chumping, that's even better. And like I said, maybe they're just doing it like that. I'm going to use the Broken Wings on this Rocket. And then we'll kill the Blockbuster. All right. And then I'll play a Maltender, I guess. Got some stuff in the yard. So now we're not leaving up Compactor, but that really doesn't matter. They're in a pretty tough spot now. All right. Got game 1. Yeah, run it back. Broken Wings has targets at least. Rocket, Indomitable, Mangler, probably some more. So we'll run it back. Gosh, we're on the draw too. This hand is actually more tempting than you'd think because we have the Ketradon, but and we have the Maltender. So we need green mana and we're at least, but Yeah, I think we probably mulligan. This one I'm going to have to keep, and I'm probably going to ditch the Surveyor. I feel like it's the weakest. At least Multinder can get me, you know, to play my fatties, which maybe isn't the best idea. Well, it's a tough call. I kept Galleon Strike because I can cycle it, even though it, I think about it, barely hits anything in their deck. I can't even think of something that it hits, but all right, that was good. Good rip there. So we'll do Multinder. This is good. Now at least we have a turn progression. If I had ditched Multinder, would I rather have the Loxit on now? I don't think so. Maybe. All right, Optimizer, that's cool. Ooh, that was a ridiculous rip there. So we'll do the Vanguard. We have Beast Rider next turn. Beast Rider with Multinder is so good. You can double mill to get your double ramps on. It's really nice. I mean, the double ramps basically only works with instants and stuff for the second one, I guess, but it's still good. I mean, it's good with Beast Rider. It helps you pay for the ability. They use removal on Vanguard. I'm feeling pretty good too. Just to get in for 2 damage. I would be A-okay with that. I have to remember to use Multinder. I'm definitely trading if they attack. That's an easy trade. I don't need the Vanguard here. I have another one, and we've got enough action to win in hand, basically. All right. I don't think we need to cycle Galleon Strike either. Just emergency use here. All right, ripping lands, but that doesn't matter. So I guess we do Beast Rider plus Scurryfoot. Like, this seems fine to me. It just kind of speeds us up. Granted, I lose something on my graveyard here, but I just ripped a land, so it seems fine to me. Let's see if they have removal for Beast Rider. Not the end of the world if they do. Okay, choose attackers. No. Untap our dudes and pass. Oh, now I can mill. Yeah, that's right. That's great. Reason to use the Multinder here. All right, Mangler, irrelevant. All right, Ketradon, nice. So now I'll just pass. Oh, I guess I could have milled. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Get the extra mill in. Are we killing something? We're going to wait for that Ketradon. That's fine. Like I said, largely irrelevant. Guess we'll mill. I would have liked that, but it's okay. Ooh, Mammoth. Well, we're a mana away from the Mammoth, so not going to do that. Yeah, we can attack with a 3/3 here. Not playing anything, so I guess I could attack with the Scurryfoot too. Because we're going to untap with the Beast Rider. Could have attacked with Vanguard too, actually. That's true. So I think I will pump. They're not going to block. Yeah, I should have gotten with Vanguard too. It's a lot of unblocked damage. How many I got in there? All right, I'll just mill now and untap with the Beast Rider. And then I probably don't need to mill anymore. I've got 3 ramps on a Molt Tender. That seems like more than enough. Next play is probably going to be the Ketrodon, because I'd rather them scrap compactor that. If I rip a land, I'll do the Mammoth. Yeah, I don't need to. Got a land, so we could do Pothole Mole. But we want to attack here, so we'll get in with the Vanguard, the Scurryfoot, and the 3/3, because we're not using our mana. Although, do I want to take a turn off here? No, let's just get in. It's fine. They really don't have fantastic blocks here anyway, and we don't care about our Vanguard, so they do have Compactor up, I guess, but we're still just going to be able to untap with Beast Rider at end of turn, so this seems fine. Yeah. No problem. See if they're ready to block. If they are, it's fine. Like I said, we're still untapping, so we're okay. That's a weird block. It's obviously you block the Vanguard instead and force me to use the Beast Rider. Opponent may be newer. Kind of feeling like it. Oh, they figured it out. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Makes way more sense. Way more sense. Well, that's a weird choice. Now I'm just going to kill the Optimizer if my guy's dying anyway. Huh. Yeah. Now I'm just going to kill the Optimizer instead. And play a Pothole Mole, I guess. See if I rip another land. I don't know why they did that. Missed on land, huh? Oh, no, I didn't. Is it any? Oh, from your graveyard, Jaren. Oh, that's great. Awesome. So untap our Elephant. We've got all the beef we need in hand. Next turn, we can actually cast the Mammoth, which is good since they got rid of the Compactor. I guess I can attack first. All right, they've had enough. We'll take the victory. We went 2-1. Round 2 was frustrating. Losing to 3-mana 2/2 flyers when you have a deck full of removal and reach creatures hurts, especially when you're digging and you're down to the last 6 cards in your hand because you've dug so much. That was a painful loss. That hurt. All right, pack 1, pick 1. 4-mana 5/4, Shark Pirate, Ward 2, pay 2 life. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0 until end turn for each card discarded this way. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, you draw a card. All right. So it's awesome with Cycle. That's awesome. I love it. Great with Cycle. Looks fun. Tarian's great. 5-mana 9/7. Obviously, Diversion Unit's great. Is it right to first pick a multicolor card? It depends on the multicolor card. I think this one's good enough. There's a lot of Cycle in this. And Cycle, turning your Cycle into a buff with upside is pretty sweet. And it's a 4-mana 5/4 with Ward 2, pay 2 life. So I'd take it. I'd try out Captain Howler, see if we can put together blue-red or splash for it. All right, the pick here. This would be a really junky pack. I think I'd probably take the Catalyzer, over the Omnivore, just because Start Your Engines with a max speed ability is pretty good. Although green, everyone's saying green's better, so maybe it does make more sense to take the Omnivore. And it has no abilities, so there's random, at least one card I can think of that digs it up. Well, we already took your Hulk before, and it's great, so I'd take it again. And yep, that's just pretty easy one. Great card. And Mascot. 1 mana, 0/0, enters with 1/1/1. Remove 2/1/1 counters from this creature. Destroy target artifact. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's a sweet card. Yeah, in this format, if you can put a bunch of +1/+1 counters on it, there's a bunch of synergies for that. And then you can just blow up artifacts at will, as well as just make your own when attacking. Great card. Very synergistic with the +1/+1 counter stuff. All right, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one. Thanks for tuning in.